What is up, YouTube? This is one of the first videos of 2021 for me. Just a few things going around the world. Looking at like the hottest topic right now, Bitcoin. Bitcoin being accepted by Tesla, where Tesla is seeing as Bitcoin being the future of the currency already. They're kind of going to invest 1.5 billion dollars in Bitcoin, and I don't get rational behind it right now. Possibly I'm not like super aware as well, but I myself have been investing somewhat in Bitcoin previously. Not only Bitcoin, but other cryptocurrencies. So just been investing, but it would be safe for me to say that I've earned a good return on my investment already, possibly like 4 or 5 times on what I invested like early 2020. And I think possibly it's the way to go, and that's what I'm considering. I'm just looking into like investing a bit more, but I still want to be cautious on what's happening and how the trend kind of are working out. Still, I feel like Bitcoin is kind of like super overvalued even right now. The first thing you search on Bitcoin, you can clearly see the kind of exchange rate you're getting uh, quite hot this time. So I was just like trying to see like what's happening in the past few months, and plus if you see go back like the past year, this has been going pretty rapidly after the commencement of COVID. But going back 5 years in time, you must have seen this graph piled a bit. But even compared to now, this is kind of like just halfway through. So pretty interesting to see how this is going through. And I totally think the value of a lot of the cryptocurrencies is going to bloat up. I don't know what's happening with Dogecoin. Still don't know about it yet. But gonna look forward to like just investigate a bit more. Meanwhile, as I kind of dig in further, I just wanted to do like a quick analysis and share it with everyone on my YouTube channel. So just wanted to see like how transactions are going across. So it's very easy for anyone to just get started with, primarily using Google Cloud. So the direction I'm trying to point at is looking the underlying transactional data for a lot of the cryptocurrencies available out there. So what Google has done is kind of included this blockchain distributed transactional data into a one place for anyone to go there and analyze. So in like a super simple SQL format. So let me just quickly show you the link. So I'm going to be using BigQuery. So BigQuery is like one of Google's top-notch data analytical warehouse. You can use the query analytical engine to quickly analyze what's going on like behind the huge data sets. And for sure, like they already have included as a part of the public dataset deal, there are like 200 plus data sets available in BigQuery. So the BigQuery is just a warehouse where anyone can go and just query it out using simple SQL. So they've got it, they're an editor of their own, and they've got like a list of big public data sets they are included, which varies from like byte share dataset to like cryptocurrencies, dataset around COVID, etc. So pretty interesting. So very easy to just get started with. You just need a Google Cloud Platform account, which I already have. I haven't upgraded yet. But very easy to see. With a simple query, you can just like go there and see like the number of transactions across time. So I just wanted to share the information around it. So let me quickly show my pre-computed query. So I did like a simple transactions to get a daily transaction count, like an average transaction count per week. So this is kind of a result I get. So in the 2008, the commencement of Bitcoin, that's where like the count is 1, and hence for the count is kind of increasing. There's like an increasing growth across time. So it would be very cool and quick to explore this data which I queried. So this data is just the transaction count grouping by week from since the commencement of Bitcoin. So let me quickly explore this data set in form of graphs and charts quickly on Data Studio to show you how it's kind of working its way out, and how the kind of transactions being done right now every single day is huge compared to what's been done in the past. And let's just see like the effect of a sudden bump of the transactions due to like different catchy news or the hot topics, like where Tesla is invested into Bitcoin, and where it's like growing like super rapidly, something like that. So this is me just getting started with Google Studio, authorize, some basic authentication you have to do so that it can quickly access the underlying data set and you can easily present it into like charts, something like that. Super easy, basic stuff. I just included it into my data set. Yep, I can already see it as a chart. Let me just rename it quickly when I call it Bitcoin analysis. Yep. Let me just quickly save it. This is like the base data set it's gonna use. Let's just wait for a bit. Yep, so let me try to quickly see this across time, where this is like a time series data set. Very easy to understand and analyze using this kind of method. I'm looking into not count, I'm just looking into metric, which is sum of count. Yep, and seeing it across time would be interesting to watch how Bitcoin is going up and down. Very interesting to see this one. This is because of the chart, which is like more of a curve chart, that's why. Yep, so it's like, it would be very interesting to see how it's been growing across time. And this is primarily the transaction count, so you can like easily correlate with current trend of increasing of the actual exchange rate of a single Bitcoin very closely. But I'm not going to do that in this video. Just wanted to show like how anyone can just go there on BigQuery and easily analyze what's going on underlying. So as you can see already, the huge spike which occurred during 2017-18 and where it was at its peak in terms of the transactions, then it dipped like after the crash, then kind of increased eventually, but even right now it's not like the highest point in terms of transaction, but definitely if you go back you can see there's a big bump in terms of the exchange rate. Super interesting to see that. I will continue to observe what's going on with Bitcoin and like the kind of news it's around. Apart from Bitcoin, I also invested in Ethereum to see like how it goes, and like specifically Ethereum has given me good returns in terms of the value. So let me just quickly change and tweak this query. Very simple and easy query where I'm just like using the transaction data set under the crypto Bitcoin. You can just quickly change it to crypto Ethereum to get the count. Yep, so similarly if I just run this, I get similar information for Ethereum. So let me quickly analyze this as well on a separate chart. Would be interesting to see this one as well and like compare it to the Bitcoin analysis I've done. Yep, let me quickly rename it Ethereum analysis. Okay, let me click on save and let me quickly plot this. No, not like that, but let me just quickly change it to the sum of the count of the transactions happening across time. There you go. So a very similar trend in terms of transactions. You can easily see the count of transaction is like way higher than what's there in Bitcoin. Part of the reason is because of the ERC20 tokens, where smart contracts are also being used apart from only Ether, which holds a value, but the smart contract which holds the code are also being used across blockchain. But you can definitely see a trend in terms of how the Ethereum value is kind of increasing across time. And let me just quickly show you the exchange rate for Ethereum and how it's going on. So I totally feel Ethereum would be a super safe bet to place as well alongside with Bitcoin. Definitely in the future it is going to increase. It's already at like 2300 Singapore dollars. Very interesting to watch this similar trend. Like around 2018 it kind of peaked in its value. Now it's has crossed the peak value already, definitely going upwards. There might be a correction eventually, even with the stock market, I think. But yeah, it would be safe to say like to invest into either of these would give you a good return in the long term future. Definitely, yeah. But apart from that, the main idea of this video was just not to see a few currencies and just see the rates, or it's just me showing like the usefulness of simple cloud platform technologies like BigQuery, and how it can easily save us a lot of time, even for like small developer who like even like a data analyst or a data engineer like me can definitely use it very easily. There can be a lot of more analysis which can happen understand it under this. So possibly in the future I might include it, like possibly when I'm gonna invest a bit more, where I will be more cautious, and this is definitely gonna help me. And I think that's the idea behind using it, but very easy to use. Once you have an account, just go into the BigQuery platform, search for it, and just quickly run your queries, visualize it on Data Studio, and yep, very easy to do. I'm interested in posting a lot more videos eventually, just getting started in terms of my workflow, adding things to my workflow, and just trying to streamline my YouTube ops, I would say, like just organizing my thoughts in terms of organizing the content I'm gonna post it for the next year. But anyways, please leave a like if you find this video interesting, and any comments would be really helpful. Thank you so much.